Welcome back to Glanigorse Park. I'm joined by the circuit owner, Eddie Davies. Eddie, circuit's been around since the late 90s, I believe?
Yeah, we built it about 14 years ago, and the club has been operating for 10 years now. And in July, obviously, we've got the Prestige Trophy, the Dragon Trophy, which is next month in July 13th and 14th. So we're looking forward to that one. But this weekend, obviously, it's Super One, which is a fantastic weekend for us.
Yeah, and of course you're talking about the Dragon Masters there, the best trophy in karting. Anybody that's never seen the Dragon Masters trophy, it's a dragon made out of Welsh anthracite, Welsh coal, isn't it? It's a fantastic trophy. My son got one years ago and it's still pride of place on the mantelpiece. It's a huge event that, isn't that, here?
Well, I think everybody likes the trophies. I mean, there's drivers in Formula 3 GP has won the trophy. And so it's a nice, well thought of trophy, really. And what's the best about it, it's made out of coal, so if you don't like it, you can actually burn it. It's a nice trophy.
Yeah, and the circuit here had an extension some years ago now. There was talk of it being extended again up into the field off there to the right. I'm thinking that's not going to happen now.
Well, at the moment, obviously, the climate of the racing, obviously in the northwest, has gone down. We're busy with the corporate side of it. That's our main, the main business, really, the corporate. So until it picks up again, maybe in a couple of years, I've got everything ready to do it, but you've got other numbers to support the clubs. Really.
Let's just talk about the corporate aspect of this circuit, because anybody that's watching, company directors thinking they want to take their staff on a karting day out, they might want to go to an indoor circuit. 1,100 metres this circuit outdoors, and it's a huge corporate facility, isn't it?
It's a nice screen. Yeah, it's a nice place. I mean, we try not to shout too much about it, but I think we should really. It's a 1,100 metre circuit. It's a fantastic circuit. We've got a brand new fleet of cars. We've got 40 cars. Brand new, the pro carts, obviously twin engines, so people look forward to come here and do the corporates.
A big grid then, of course, for Minimax. The suite no longer on for Connor Hall. He only managed 6th in the previous final, and that means, of course, that he has to start on row 3 alongside the rookie Adam Smalley. Row 2 is Hugo Bentley Ellis and Josh Skelton, but from the front, Sandy Mitchell is second, just behind Sam Hooley in the 29. Some big movers through the grid. Keep an eye on the O-plate of Dan Zelos starting in 11th. Around the first corner we go, and it looks like that was Sandy Mitchell in the 19 who's moved up. Goodness me, Dan Zelos went straight into the back, and there's more contact as Smith in the 58 takes a bit of a clout there. Josh Smith, a bit of contact on the run down to the second corner. It just got a little bit too close for comfort.
Josh Smith was lucky there not to lose his nose cone, as he did, in fact, at round 1 at Rowley, you may remember, Jake. He was off early on and got a black and orange mechanical flag. Nearly lost his nose cone there in that incident. There was all sorts of contact going on up the straight. One kart was off on the grass, but out front it's the 19 kart of Sandy Mitchell, the man from Scotland, who's leading this one. 29 there in second place, Sam Pooley. Back on board here with Dan Zelos, the O-plate British Open champion, through turn 1 more time.
Chasing down Josh Smith in the art overalls, of course. Josh Smith in the 58, a little bit too close for comfort there. Lining him up for a move, and Dan Zelos looking to make the move through turn 2. Hasn't quite happened for him yet, but he's certainly there as they head down to the carousel. Long train of karts sweeping through. Oh, you can see the distinctive orange helmet of Sandy Mitchell at the front of this queue, but he's not right at the front of this queue because he's dropped to second place. Now, I can't quite make out... Oh, we've lost one! That's Finley Hutchison in the 44 that went off there. You can see clearly, though, through this train of karts, Sandy Mitchell is now down in second in the queue. Can't quite see who the leader is. We'll try and bring you that. There is Finley Hutchison stepping out of the kart. It's not an easy moment. Just breathe deeply, get back in the race, and get back on with it. A little further into the race now, and Dan Zelos has lost touch with Josh Smith. I think he's actually got past him, in fact. Josh Skelton is up the road in front of him in the 43, and just ahead of them is Cameron Roberts. Looking through now, Sandy Mitchell is down in third place now. So Sandy Mitchell is down in third position at the moment. Here goes Zelos up on the inside of Skelton, tucked in behind Roberts. A little further into the race, and we'll try and see who's leading. It's Connor Hall. Connor Hall is back in front then from 6th on the grid. Nice moves there from Connor.
Connor Hall's had a miserable day so far in the heats and the earlier final one, finishing in 6th place. The team have had issues with the kart, and they weren't really sure, I don't think, what was going on with it. But whatever they've changed for this final 2, the televised final, cameras come out, and Connor Hall once again is at the front of the field. Here with Zelos slides up the inside and in behind Mitchell, makes up a place. Bottom of the hill through the carousel, double apex, 2 curbs, up into this compression complex. The 22 kart following 23 is Jake Anderson, or in front of 23 rather, Tom Gamble in behind.
And Mitchell has dropped down to about 4th position in all of that. So Sandy Mitchell dropping just behind. I think the 3rd position man is 54, Adam Smalley. Yes, it is. So it's Hall leading, Pooley is 2nd, and then Adam Smalley is 3rd position. There's Sandy Mitchell in the 19. We're on board with Dan Zellos, the British Open champion. And now Sandy Mitchell looking a little further back. Oh, Zellos is going for it up the inside at turn 2. Very brave move. Not an easy corner to make the overtaking move either. You've got to have nerves of steel to pull that one off, and Dan Zellos shows why. He's the British Open champion. Very daring move, and he made it stick. There he is, leading the chase now. I think Sandy Mitchell's lost another place now to Skelton. So Sandy Mitchell, who was leading the race earlier on, is now down in 6th position. That just shows you how quickly the pendulum can swing on a circuit like Glanagors Park. It's ebbing and flowing all the time, and now he's dropped so much time.
Sandy Mitchell, very talented driver, as we know from his Honda Cadet days, and would have been hoping to take this race down today, certainly when he was leading earlier, but you have to think he's got a problem with the kart that he's not happy with. Certainly a very talented young man, but having his problems today and now being hounded by the 32 kart of Hugo Bentley Ellis, and in behind Bentley Ellis is Darren Keane, the rookie. Down the hill one more time. This is the carousel, double apex, 2 curbs, up into the compression complex now, 3 right-handers, that's the first one. First curb, Zellos there in 4th place. Harrison Thomas sets the fastest lap of 44.07. Bit of work to do to get through to the leaders though. Just see the 12 kart on the back of that group there, through the left-hander there, and then drops down into this Devil's Elbow, down towards Paddock Bend one more time.
I've actually been watching over the last couple of laps the progress of Dean McDonald, the 52. Where is he? Has he come through the picture? There he is in the red suit, the 52. Dean McDonald started dead last, 30th on the grid, and he's now up into 14th place, so he really is making leaps and bounds through the field, going through the field like a hot knife through butter. He's certainly throwing his hat into the ring for a good finish here, despite starting low down. And we've still got this battle going on between Pooley and Mitchell, this is, the 29 and 19, as they fly through the triple right-hander, I should say. And still some good moves through the field. That looks like the 67 there, the 87 even, of Zach Folk, another talented cadet driver moving up into the world of Minimax. And he's having a great battle there in the mid-pack as we move to the last lap. And up at the front, it looks like Connor Hall breaking away.
Business as usual then for Connor Hall. The TV cameras come out and Hall performs. He's had a miserable day so far, but as soon as the cameras come out on the track for the televised final, Connor Hall puts it all together.
I think his kart is radio controlled to your cameras. It's exactly how things work out in the British Championship so far for Connor Hall. The kart can have all kinds of teething trouble until we press the record button. And there we are, out in front. Connor Hall has plenty of time to the men behind him and into Paddock Bend for the final time. It's a brilliant comeback then for Connor Hall. After so many issues today, that's the win, and that will definitely be a little bit of recompense after the day he's had. Joining him on the podium then, Adam Smalley, and a great drive through the pack by Dan Zellos.
Dan, P3, talk us through your race.
Well, I started P11, I got a good start, made a few places and kept taking them one by one, and then made a move and got away from the pack and just tried to get Smalley in front of me, but unfortunately I was a little bit too fast for the race. Another couple of laps maybe he could have a chance of getting second, but it was a good race.
Adam, your first podium at Super 1, you must be pleased with that?
Yeah, it was a really good race. I dropped back at the start, but I managed to get back up there and hold it to the flag. And also I'd like to thank my mum and dad and KR Sport for giving me the power and engines.
Connor, 6th in the first final, you won the second final. How was that?
Yeah, it's a really good race. I mean, for the first final we struggled a bit with the kart, but we managed to get it all working well for the final. So really pleased with the result.
Nice comeback drive then from Connor Hall after the technical issues of earlier on. Dan Zellos there in second place in the championship standings, but look behind them. Just 9 points covering Cameron Roberts, Tom Gamble, Sandy Mitchell and Harrison Thomas. It's going to be anybody's game heading to the next round. We'll be back after the break. The next race on the bill is Junior Max.